Princess Die Hammer. Woman is left gobsmacked after spotting the face of the late royal while making her lunch.
Tipping Point fans demand hot contestant win show as they're blown away by TV beauty.
Bhad Bhabie doesn't want to work after being robbed of childhood and earning millions.
Hello and welcome to Barely Contained, the podcast which sees the celebrity world and journalism world fight messily while we watch on and half-heartedly try to mediate. R.I.P. Jerry. I'm Chris Beckett and I'm joined as ever by Matt Withers.
Hello, Chris. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Yeah, very much so. So, Matt, it's been quite a month. What have you found in the celebrity journalism world?
Well, I'm going to start with the Mail Online, and a lovely headline here. It really sets out its stall early on. I think you're going to enjoy this. It's Princess Die Hammer. Woman is left gobsmacked after spotting the face of the late royal while making her lunch.
Wow, we've started well.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been doing this for a number of years now, and I think this is the first story we found of somebody spotting a famous person's face in a foodstuff, which used to be a staple of at least local newspapers.
Yeah. This is but this is a particularly good one.
It's a good enough to make the pages of the Mail Online. It's got a little a kind of subpart of Hetty Osmer from Cheltenham claims she found the late Lady Diana in ham.
I love that. I mean, this is a very nerdy kind of production kind of comment, but you can say there that they probably didn't want to end that, the late Lady Diana in ham, but it was coming to the end of a line. So
yeah, it is. It's the perfect length for that line. And also, there seems something quite old-fashioned too about the name Lady Diana. It seems to be perhaps what our grandparents might have called her, in the same way that a certain sort of person will only ever refer to Margaret Thatcher as Mrs. Thatcher.
Yeah,
very 80s way of describing the late princess of the late people's princess.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's start. A woman claims she was shocked to discover the face of the late Lady Diana in a pack of ham.
I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
Well, quite. And you've not even seen the picture yet. Hetty Osmer was having a normal day at work in Cheltenham, making food and waiting for the kettle to boil during her lunch break on Thursday. It's detail heavy, this story, it's worth saying.
Yeah, it reminds me of those 999 things, like little did they know the helicopter was about to crash.
Yeah, like Michael Burke. Yeah. You can imagine Hetty Osmer was having a normal day at work, making food and waiting for the kettle to boil. Quite why she's making the food at work, as opposed to like bringing the sandwich in with her. Having to pack the bread and the ham and the butter.
Not Hetty with a pestle and mortar again.
Yeah. But her eyes were drawn to the packet of sliced ham she had bought earlier at the Market Parade Tesco Express in Gloucester.
Wow. It's almost like you're expecting that particular branch to have like a urgent product recall.
Yeah.
Lady Diana's face found in certain ham.
I expect higher standards of the Market Parade Tesco Express in Gloucester. She was shocked and thought she was seeing things when she saw the face of the former Princess of Wales. She said, I had a round of toast instead after seeing her in the ham. I couldn't risk damaging the ham.
You've got to preserve it. You cannot just tuck willy-nilly into that breaded ham.
Now, it's at this point in the article that you see the first picture of the ham. Chris, can you make out the face of the late Lady Diana in that picture?
No.
No, absolutely not. There's a picture of it in its packet. There's a picture of it removed from its packet, where it said that that the caption is, sadly, Hetty had to forego her usual lunchtime ham sandwich due to the now visible face of the late Princess of Wales in her packet of ham.
I mean, it would put you off, wouldn't it?
Well, for a start, do we know that she always has a lunchtime ham sandwich? It's a bit odd that she had a round of toast instead. Who is this employer that's providing their staff with a toaster at work?
They've got money to burn.
Yeah, or literally money to burn. So, you know, reader, by this point, I suspect listener, by this point, you've already probably gone to look at a picture of this ham online. But if you haven't, I mean, it's got a slight reddish purplish tint in the top right hand corner of this slightly ovoidish ham, but I'm not getting Diana.
No, I mean, I would say, what was the name of that? Is it Biffo the Bear?
From the Beano?
The ham that is deliberately... What's that?
Biffo the Bear from the Beano?
No, maybe I'm getting my bears confused. There is a certain ham, I believe it might be Sainsbury's, and they do ham designed to look like a teddy bear.
Yes, I know the one you mean. Yes, it's got a slight look of that. I would describe it at most as you know, just a bit of colorization of the ham rather than an image of late Princess of Wales. In fact, that's what it says here. It says, it goes on, in the discoloured top corner of the second slice of the packet was none other than the beloved icon herself, if viewed from a healthy distance.
Okay, lots of questions. What is an unhealthy distance? Are they claiming that this piece of ham is like some form of magic eye puzzle?
Keep your 2 meters from the ham.
If you strain and go a little bit cross-eyed, you can suddenly see the Queen of Hearts staring back at you.
Yeah, it's very odd. It's not clear, how far you need to be away from the ham. Speaking to Gloucestershire Live, Hetty said she was surprised to find that her whole office agreed with her.
How many people are in this office, Hetty?
Hetty said, I went straight to work. During lunch, I started making a ham sandwich when I noticed the second slice had a sort of face in it. I thought I was seeing things. On closer inspection, its likeness was dye. The whole office agreed. I was shocked. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I mean, like, everything about this is hilarious, but speaking to Gloucestershire Live, I just imagine, like, we've got the exclusive. Don't let her go anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that ham locked down.
It must be preserved.
I was shocked. I gave out a little gasp. My co-worker Madeline asked what was the matter. I showed it to her, and she was shocked too. With it being so close to the coronation, it's really spooky.
Yeah, she couldn't let it lie. She had to make an appearance.
Yeah, and Lady Di being Lady Di, she thought, what is the best place to make this appearance? And she thought, I'm going to go to the Market Parade Tesco Express in Gloucester and hide myself in, very specifically, the second slice.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be too shameless about it.
Hetty goes on here. We took some photographs and thought nobody would believe us. The office was buzzing with excitement during lunch break. I want to try and preserve it to hang it in my house. She looks so beautiful.
I mean, I'm aware of hanging pork generally, you know, but a slice of ham
from Tesco. What are you going to do? Frame it? Oh dear, it's very odd.
She looks good now, but she's not going to look good in a couple of weeks.
No, she's going to be on the turn then. The 36-year-old sales manager said that most people could not see Diana straight away, but quickly became spooked when they saw her face staring back at them from a packet of wafer-thin Tesco ham.
How appropriate in a wafer-thin Daily Mail story.
Now, at this point, what they've done is they printed the picture of the ham again, but with a kind of virtual felt tip pen, in like Microsoft Paint or something, in red ink. They've gone round the bits that are supposed to look like Diana. I mean, it still doesn't look like Diana, does it?
No, I mean, really, they should take advantage of the advances in generative AI and go for a proper, please can you mix Princess Diana's face with a slice of ham?
Directly underneath, they printed a picture of Lady Diana Spencer before becoming Princess Diana at Guards Polo Club in Windsor in 1981, just so that you can compare the two images.
Yeah. Doesn't help.
It goes on, and brace yourself for this one, listeners. It must be divine intervention, Hetty quipped.
Hetty quipped. She's just taken complete control of the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. Leave it to the pros, Hetty. Leave it to the pros. She said, I had a round of toast after seeing her in the ham. I couldn't risk damaging the ham. If anyone knows how to preserve a piece of ham, please contact me. It deserves to be in a museum.
Yeah.
And we go on to the comments here. Tea Time 58 says, one ham sandwich short of a picnic.
Nice.
Au contraire, mon ami says, what the hell is wrong with people? Archie says, all I can see is a slice of ham.
Yeah.
Amelia, very cynical, says presumably she was paid for this story.
Princess Diana.
Yes. Yes. A lot of people seem very, very unimpressed.
It's it's good interaction.
Rig says looks more like John Merrick. Mouse 47 in York says it's ham and nothing but ham. Miss NTL says, I see Ina Sharples. Amanda 82 says, I see the face of Bruce Forsyth.
I like some of the interaction that's happening between some of the people commenting. Enjoy the show says, looks more like Princess Leia from Star Wars. To which Oi Smokes replies, who? Now, presumably having a go at enjoy the show for getting it wrong and it being Princess Leia. But, come on, guys.
Come on.
Let's just be friendly on here.
Now, Chris, you're taking us into the pages, the online pages of the dailystar.co.uk.
All right, Matt. This story is in the Daily Star, and the headline is Tipping Point fans demand hot contestant win show as they're blown away by TV beauty.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah. Now, says in this subdeck, the ITV show returned to screens for another exciting episode, but this time viewers were sidetracked by a contestant who stole the show with her beautiful appearance.
Oh, good stuff. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be just a roundup of things people have been saying on Twitter.
That would be bad, wouldn't it?
It would be pretty awful.
Tipping Point viewers were sidetracked by a beautiful TV contestant on Wednesday's show. On April the 26th, ITV host Ben Shepherd returned to screens to present the game show, though fans were distracted by one player in particular who seemed to turn their heads.
I think we know where we're going now.
Holly, a student accommodation manager from Canterbury, was the hot topic of conversation online.
Oh.
One tweeted, and would you like to play or pass? I'd like to give Holly a go, please. Hashtag tipping point.
Crude.
There's no
crass.
need for that, is there?
Absolutely crass.
A second added, we have a Ben Looker. Holly, the audition staff have chosen wisely. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, hashtag tipping point.
Oh, these people, honestly.
While a third penned, Holly, brackets, sick, with a series of love hearts.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Hello, Holly, hashtag tipping point, posted a fifth put, come on, Holly, as she is very much my type. Please make her win today. Hashtag tipping point.
Oh, no. Honestly, firstly, I mean, I'm not a tipping point viewer, but I imagine it's not a beauty parade. You know, she's not going to win simply due to the fact that she's a bit fruity. And also, you know, I don't really see, you know, she might very much be the fifth type, but I don't think he's going to end up with her if she wins. I don't think that's how it works.
I think that's fair. Other fans poked fun at host Ben's reaction to the start and shared a few comical memes about the presenter and Holly. One said, Ben's just glanced Holly, ... hashtag tipping points. A second joked, Ben hoping for the double on the top shelf of Holly, hashtag tipping points.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure what that means, but it doesn't sound nice.
I've got to guess, Chris, and it doesn't reflect well on this second so-called joker.
No. Ben, after seeing Holly, hashtag tipping point, another quipped. Quipping today. Other viewers seemed to comment as the episode continued. One panicked and asked, is Holly going out? Not watching it if she goes out, hashtag tipping point.
Panic!
But she quickly clawed it back and saved herself, which led to another typing, woohoo, come on, Holly, hashtag tipping point.
Jesus Christ.
While others wrote, come on, Holly, hashtag tipping point, and Holly is bracket sick, hashtag tipping point.
Oh.
Another begged the camera crew to keep focusing on the Canterbury lass in order to give her more deserved airtime.
This is dreadful.
Opinion?
Yeah.
They demanded, keep the camera on Holly, hashtag tipping point, cameraman. She chose that dress for a purpose, and it's only polite to observe as she serves it.
That is weird.
That is very weird.
A very weird thing to say. Yeah, dear me. That was not a good story, Chris, that you brought
and
us.
There is one comment by Jimbo, which just says 7 out of 10 at best. Well, I mean, that's not very nice either.
Not very nice. We can only assume that Jimbo has had a bad experience of her student accommodation.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, Matt, move on. Let's move away from that. I feel a little bit grubby. What have you got to play us out with?
Yeah, I feel a bit dirty myself, Chris. I feel I need to shower in the pages of the Daily Express online. And as ever, the Express is bringing its readership with their average age of 96, a story about a celebrity close to their hearts. It's headlined, Bhad Bhabie doesn't want to work after being robbed of childhood and earning millions.
Okay.
Are you a Bhad Bhabie fan?
I'm not familiar with Bhad Bhabie.
No, I don't know Bhad Bhabie. I'm sure you do, listener, but if you don't, it's Bhad Bhabie, spelled B-H-A-D, Bad, and then Baby, B-H-A-B-I-E. So very unorthodox spelling there by the errant toddler. So the subhead is, Bhad Bhabie became a viral sensation at the age of 13 when she and her mother Barbara appeared on Dr. Phil and briefly became one of the most villainized faces on the internet with her unintended catchphrase, "Cash me outside, how about that?"
Okay, most villainized faces.
I don't know what
on earth does that mean.
I've got no idea. I'm not sure I know who Dr. Phil is.
Oh, I do know who Dr. Phil is. I think he was... I think he still is. He was like I think originally he was like a kind of Oprah sidekick, you know, to kind of help out with, you know, like a kind of agony uncle basically.
Okay.
And he's kind of since branched out on his own.
So Bhad Bhabie was on Dr. Phil with Mother Barbara. She's become very villainized because of a catchphrase, "Cash me outside, how about that?" Have you ever heard?
Everyone's saying it.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Cash me outside. It sounds like something you'd say to like someone in William Hill.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, no, here you are.
Yeah. No, you
stay behind the screen, please.
Stay behind the screen. It goes on. Rapper Bhad Bhabie, whose real name is Danielle Bregoli, 20, launched a record-breaking rap career shortly after her Dr. Phil appearance, and less than a week after turning 18, started an OnlyFans account, earning an 8-figure fortune.
8 figures? Really?
That's upwards of 10 million, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. I have no idea these guys. Apparently, she's had a record-breaking rap career. I don't know. Do you know? Well, you don't. We don't know any of her ditties.
No.
Do we? Don't know any of her ditties.
I don't know her about a rap career, and it suffers to say I don't know about her OnlyFans career either.
No, I would imagine that she's probably got a rap called "Catch Me Outside." How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. However, the musician may be quitting everything, with her manager Dan Roof explaining she's just living the life of a college freshman with no classes. She just has a lot more money. Yeah, fair enough.
Huh?
Speaking to Rolling Stone, Danielle and her manager explained that the rapper is exploring her autonomy after losing her childhood to fame she never went looking for. Wow, that's quite deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty deep for the Express Online. Exploring her autonomy. We've all done it. She never went looking for fame when she went on Dr. Phil.
I mean, to be fair, she was very young. I think we had to perhaps look at the parents.
Yeah, I think it's this is all down to what was a mum called Barbara.
Barbara Babs.
Yeah, Barbara.
Bad Babs.
A showbiz name, I guess, of a sort.
Yeah.
The rapper claims her former manager forced an image on her that was, quote, not what I wanted, and her lacking control extending to her music as well during the first few years of her career. She added, I hate all my early music. Although the artist has recorded new music, she claims the tracks are far from finished and will stay that way for a while.
So she hates all her old stuff.
Yeah.
But she hasn't really actually released any new stuff.
No. She hates all her old stuff, not even very keen on her new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this. I'm obviously going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but this reminds me of once when I interviewed Shakin' Stevens' manager, and I asked, how he was coping with with being in sort of semi-retirements, and she said, no, the hits never stop for Shaky. He just stopped releasing music.
Yeah, that is one way of doing it, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Danielle continued, I was so robbed of my childhood that I don't really care to work no more. I just want to chill, party, hang out. Fair enough. The rapper most definitely has the financial backing to take a hiatus at the ripe age of 20, with her OnlyFans account reportedly earning $70 million in the 2 years since it was started.
Blimey.
What? We need to get involved in this OnlyFans game, don't we?
People have been clamoring for it, but we need to listen to them.
We need to listen to the people. They want Barely Contained on OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know what she does. Wait, he addresses it here. Danielle also notes that while she is not as explicit as some other content creators on the platform, the account provided a way for her to symbolically take full control of her image once again.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I mean, it says that she's not as explicit, but still suggests that she may be
maybe she
rude.
does rude silhouettes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Imagine making $70 million projecting rude silhouettes onto
I mean, it's nice work if you can get it.
Really
Cash me outside.
The social media star also says she is still grateful for the Dr. Phil appearance that catapulted her to stardom in 2016, claiming it has given her the gift of Sonder.
What the hell is that?
I've no idea. A little peek behind the curtain here. I've looked it up. Still don't know. So it's Sonder.
Can I guess?
Yeah, Sonder. So she's been given the gift of Sonder, not capped up. I have no idea what that means. I can't find out online, and I don't know if it's a misspelling. What it might be a misspelling of.
Yeah, it's very odd, isn't it? I mean, I would have guessed. It feels like something that you might get during a level of The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, or I feel that Sonder could be it could be a kind of little own brand fruit loaf.
Oh yeah.
See what I mean? Like I could see the logo saying Sonder. And you take it home and you'd spread a bit of butter on it, and you'd have one or two slices, and then you'd discover it in the cupboard 3 years later.
with a face of Princess Diana,
with the face of Bhad Bhabie.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Cash me outside and put me in the bin, please.
She said, "You ever think about why that person looks crazy? It's called Sonder. Say you're walking down the street and you pass people and you can imagine people's lives. It taught me not to judge people because I was nitpicked and judged and all this awful shit. I don't look at people and say they look crazy. I look at them like, I wonder why they look crazy."
Ah, yeah, that's much less judgmental.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? That's absolutely fine.
I'm sure we'll be reading lots more about Bhad Bhabie in the months to come.
Well, I would imagine that Express readers will be clamoring for it, Chris. They'll be like, give me the latest pronouncements from Suella Braverman, bit of Daniel O'Donnell, and some Bhad Bhabie.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh well, it's been lovely spending this time with you, Chris. But like all good things, it must come to an end. We've got to go off and concentrate on being a bit more Sonder. And we'll be back, obviously, on June the 1st. Summer's nearly here.
I know. God, and there's going to be lots that have happened. We happen to talk about. There'll be a new king. Well, there about to have been a new king, but he'll be properly legit.
Yeah, he'll be there, no doubt, generating a lot of stories for the UK's online celebrity journalists. But that's a long old time until the next one, Chris. So in the interim, what should people be doing with their time?
Well, I would suggest maybe going down to Twitter, checking out @barely_pod. We've not got a blue tick. There are reasons for that, obviously. But let's not go into them. So check us out there, or if you're on Facebook, go to Barely Contain the Podcast, and you'll get all sorts of goodies, including a full archive.
That's correct. In the interim, you can also go to your podcatcher of choice, or wherever you're listening to this at the moment, be that Spotify or Apple or Google or Amazon, or whatever floats your boat, and leave us a review, please. Always much appreciated. Subscribe, tell your friends, and we haven't got the date yet, but we will be telling you very soon where we're going to be doing a personal appearance at the Market Parade Tesco Express in Gloucester.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thanks so much for all that. Thanks to you, Chris.
And to you, Matt. Always a pleasure.
And we'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Catch me outside. How about that?